Okay, this is just a quick video, and this is a very janky camera angle, and if you saw how I had the camera set up, you'd really realize how janky it was. And it's a quick reed tip. I'll be honest, I work on reeds kind of in the same spirit that that the crew on a sinking ship throws cargo overboard, especially on bass clarinet. I've found that the goodness or badness of the reed you can tell in the first 5 seconds when you play it, and it's all downhill from there. I'm continuing to work on breaking in reeds in hopes of making reeds last longer. But something about the way I play the bass clarinet just seems to kill reeds really quick. So don't do it like I do in that respect. But you've got a reed, and this is a reed that I've been playing for a while. We're on vacation now, and of course I'm practicing because we've got the last 3 weeks of the season are a real race. Anyway, so when I've been playing a reed a while and it starts to feel kind of like it's losing clarity and it's starting to get fuzzy, I look for things that I can do to make it last a little bit longer. And one of the areas on bass that I've found to make a difference, at least for a little while, is the transition from the bark to the vamp. A lot of times in the manufacturing process, there will be little extra bits of bark that extend through the filed cut. And when I'm looking for things to do to maybe liven up a reed and make it last a little bit longer, I will look for stuff like that. And I'll take, this is a pillar file, but you could use any number of kinds of files. And I will just go in and I will try and smooth that out, and I'll try and take out the little bits of bark that are maybe kind of goofing up that transition. And you can see that there's some darker cane down here and lighter cane here, where the filed cut was a little heavier toward the back than toward the front. And I'll just do a little bit of that. And just smooth it up a little bit. And more often than not, it makes a difference. Now, is it going to give you another week on the reed? Probably not. But already that's a little bit clearer. So, probably old news to a lot of you, but to some of you that might have helped. Okay, back with a I don't know if you can have an epilogue to a 2-minute video, but I switched to soprano, and this reed is a particularly, I mean, there's a good example. You can see there's a whole bunch of cane, and this reed is a little stiff. And, you know, I also realized I should have said, I just did a video with John Wiegand about working on reeds, and he did a really great job. And all of his stuff is valid. I've been doing all of his tricks myself with some success. I won't really know until I get back in the hall, because a lot of times stuff feels good at home and then you gotta get in the hall and it completely dies. But anyway, I thought I should mention that. If you haven't seen the video, John Wiegand on reeds, I think I can definitely recommend that. And some of you will be saying, well, why are you using a file? Why don't you use a knife or a reed geek? Well, I've got both of those things. I use a file because I find that a lot of times there are ridges from the manufacturing that go this way, and that it helps smooth things out a little bit to take those down, as well as taking that little goober right there and just knocking that down to the level of the cane. And I'm not going to play this because it's going to blow the mic out anyway, but see, and then I just try and take any sharp edges in this transition and blend them in. And there there are like 5,000 other possible things you can do. You can do to reeds as either as part of your normal process or as triage. I've got sandpaper, and a lot of times I'll just slightly narrow the butt of the reed. I try not to sand up here at all. Like I've been doing all of John's stuff with the 3-step sanding and the balancing and the tip balancing. I recommend all that stuff. And I certainly hope it works better for me in the future than it's worked for me in the past. Once again, go get them.